Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream, live coverage of John Higgins versus Ronnie O'Sullivan at the World Snooker Championship 2022, live at the Crucible. So today is the first day for the rest of the tournament of the one table setup. So it was two tables to start off the tournament, but now there's just the one table sitting right in the center of what is one of the biggest venues in snooker, the Crucible in Sheffield. And well, we've already had one session in the semi-finals, and that was earlier today, and that was Judd Trump leading 7-1 after the first 8 frames, and he's up against Mark Williams. And well, Mark Williams has got a lot to do if he's going to turn it around and get himself into the final. But anyway, tonight is the big one. I'd say this is probably the bigger fixture out of the two, and that is John Higgins versus Ronnie O'Sullivan, a clash of the class of '92 between Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's mad to think 30 years later how you've got Ronnie O'Sullivan, John Higgins, and Mark Williams all there for the semi-finals. But Ronnie O'Sullivan, a 6-time world champion, John Higgins is a 4-time world champion. So really, it's very, very close. I mean, John Higgins may praise Ronnie O'Sullivan a bit more, but let's be honest, we all know Higgins is a great champion as well. I mean, it's mad to think as well that John Higgins was in the 2017 final, the 2018 final, and the 2019 final, and he still didn't win any of them. He kind of had the Jimmy White effect, you could say. A man who was in, I think it was 6 finals, and he didn't win any of them. So Jimmy White never won the World Championship. But these two players that we're watching tonight have. So we're just getting ready for them to come on into the arena. They're just doing the pre-build up and all that at the moment before they come out. So of course they haven't had a frame yet. So it is the best of 33 frames. So the first to 17 frames will head to the final on Sunday. Let's not forget the semis are on between today and Saturday. So 3 days of them, and then the final Sunday to Bank Holiday Monday. So it may feel like it's the end, but it feels like we're only halfway there with this World Snooker Championship. If you have just joined us, do vote on the poll. We'd love to read your messages. If you can get in touch on the live chat page, send us a message. Let us know who you think is going to win, who you think might win the whole World Championship, and let us know where you're also watching from tonight. We'll give you a shout out. Like Jamie Burgoyne has here, he says, can you record the script I sent you on WhatsApp after the stream? I haven't seen the script yet, so I can't say yes yet. But looking at the stats here, Ronnie O'Sullivan and John Higgins, both 46 years old. Ronnie O'Sullivan, world number 1 at the moment. John Higgins at world number 6. They both turned professional, as you'd have guessed, just before I said, 1992. In terms of career head-to-head, Ronnie O'Sullivan leads it, but 6-3. So it is very, very close between the two. But anyway, Ronnie O'Sullivan just walking around the waiting area. Keeps going up and down the hallway. Bob Walker, the MC, as we all know him at the Crucible, is just waiting for the nod to introduce both players. Always exciting to hear Rob Walker before they all come out. So the last time John Higgins won the World Championship was in 2011. Ronnie O'Sullivan won it in 2020, which was the one with no fans in it, pretty much. There were fans at the final for them to witness him winning it, but throughout the tournament there was no fans at all. While both players are still waiting in the hallway. I think at this point both players just want to get on with it. Oh, blimey. The whole crowd are standing up and applauding. Both players are about to come on. You'd think that this was the final. It's a good crowd in tonight, that is for sure. You can't beat the Crucible crowd, that is for sure. Well, they're about to come on. John Higgins has just come into the arena.
And now, to the greatest player in history, emerging for a record-breaking 13th Crucible semi-final, world number 1 and champion of the world, blink and you'll miss him, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, anyway, both are now out in the arena. So we're just getting ready for them to start the opening frame. So there's going to be 8 frames this evening. Of course, there'll be a mid-session interval after the 4th frame. But let's just hope it's a bit more closer than what we saw earlier, which was Mark Williams losing 7-1 in the opening session against Judd Trump. But here we go then. I'm excited. I don't know about you lot at home, but I'm dead excited about this one. Here we go then. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
The first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
It's a great crowd. So Ronnie O'Sullivan with the break. Just set up the score. So if you look on your screen, you've got the scores in. You've also got what balls are left on the table. And of course got the background noise. So you can't go wrong with our live coverage tonight here on Let's Talk Sport. Get in touch on the live chat page. Don't be shy. We'd love to hear from you. So at the moment, it's with Higgins, and the cue ball's near the top of the cushion. In terms of the tournament pot success, O'Sullivan leads at 94% to John Higgins is 91. Not a bad shot. Both players have got the same amount of tournament centuries, and that's 7 each in the last week or so. So it's Ronnie coming to the table. He's got it next to the brown on the right-hand side. Plays it down the middle towards the reds. Hits the bottom and right cushion. It comes back to the top cushion. Good shot. I mean, there are a few reds in sight for John, but Ronnie playing it behind the yellow and the brown nearly. I think if John Higgins went for the red near the pink, he could actually go for the bottom left pocket, but you would have the cue ball going straight into the pack of reds, and I think you know, maybe you could set up the pink towards the middle pocket, but I think so early on, do you really take a risk like that? Well, you never know with someone like John Higgins. He's been here before. I think he's going to play safe. Yep, he does. He tips the red towards the left of it, fins it, and then heads it to the top cushion again. So already in the opening frame, we're seeing a bit of safety from both players. Both of them at top class right now. They're both 46 years old, and they've been on the circuit for 30 years. It's almost as if they're just born to be snooker players. We got Pange Negi getting in touch saying, hey man, what's up? Hello, hope you're well. I'm very well. How are you? Who are you going for to win then in this match? Cue ball's just behind the, well, it's to the right of the green at the moment. It's Higgins with the shot this time. Goes in towards the red, and there's a couple of reds that have just spread out a little. Has he left Ronnie with Sullivan? No, maybe not. It's behind the yellow. Ronnie goes for it. I thought for a moment he was going to go for it, but instead he's hit the brown on the way back, and he might have left Higgins with a long pot here. The second red towards the left cushion. It's in line for him. So yeah, looking at the replay, it looked as though Ronnie was going for, well, he was no doubt going for a safety, but I think him hitting the brown on the way back messed up his planning there. So Higgins is going to go for it here for the bottom left pocket. Oh no, doesn't get it at all there. From the crowd reaction, they're thinking the same as me. They're a bit stunned how far off he missed the pocket. I think it landed near the top cushion. Pange says, good man, would love to see Ronnie winning this tournament. However, for quite some times, Higgins got the upper hand on Ronnie. Higgins playing well. Yeah, he's won the last 3 matches between the two, John Higgins. I can't tell you exactly when they last played, but from the top of my head, I can't actually remember. But yeah, Higgins has had the upper hand. Ronnie, though, in his matches so far, he's not had much problems, to be honest with you. The only big threat he had was when he was 3 frames to 0 down in his opening round against David Gilbert, but then he turned it round later on. And Mark Allen and Stephen Maguire, he was just too good for them. And won those matches, when you look at the scorelines as well, very, very convincingly. Lovely plant there by Higgins.
1.
First point on the board. Lovely move. Not a bad way to get your first point of the semi-final. He's going to go for the black now then towards the bottom right pocket.
Stop moving, please.
Oh, there's someone moving in the stands. It just delayed Higgins' shot here. He'll come back to the table. And he gets it. Now on 8.
Eight.
He's going to go for the red on the bottom left pocket. Oh no, instead he walks round the table. but there's a few reds scattered around the bottom middle. He's got one in next to the bottom left pocket, which he gets, and looks as though he's followed the ball through for the pink. I'm just wondering if he put some top spin on the pink. I mean, can he hit it straight enough towards the middle pocket? Blake Woodcock says, hey mate, Blake here in New Zealand. Come on, Ronnie. Hello, Blake. So Higgins going for the pink. That's 6 for him. Of course, Blake, your neighbourhood country of Australia, Neil Robertson, he didn't get there, did he? He didn't reach this far. For a man who was the favourite to win the World Championship for a second time this year, he just wasn't good enough against Jack Lisowski. And John Higgins was to beat Jack Lisowski in the last round. Finished that round yesterday. Both
16.
Ronnie and Higgins knew for sure if they were going to be in the semis at the end of yesterday. Just shows how quick these rounds come. There's no day off during the World Snooker Championships. Full on 2 weeks. I remember speaking to Rob Walker once, the announcer of the snooker. I remember him telling me, you know, it's longer than the Olympics. And he's right. And let's not forget, next week we also have the Senior World Championship here at the Crucible. Ronnie just sitting and watching. He's playing with his fingers at the moment. Oh, and Higgins has missed it. Went for the red on the bottom right pocket.
21.
He had to have his 1 foot to the ground when taking the shot, but oh dear. That wasn't good. Higgins thought maybe he could get himself a good break here, but not to be. Pange Nege says last time he lost from Higgins was Champions League, and before that Scottish Open, if I'm not wrong. I'll have to do a bit of Googling to find that out. But to any of you watching, get in touch on a live chat page. Would love to interact with you during this match. Ronnie O'Sullivan played a safety shot, so it's back with Higgins on the top cushion here. Only on 21 at the moment, Higgins. And he's gone in for the reds and brought the cue ball back to the top. Nothing there really for Ronnie, you'd think, but there is a red. Oh, actually, there's 3 reds just near the pink that O'Sullivan just went to check out and see if he can make a plant here, and I think he could. He's going to go for it, and you can never doubt this man. And he's got it. What a shot. What a shot. Oh, and he's only gone, I think he's only gone and set up the pink as well. I'm rewatching that again. So 3 red ball plant, and he gets into the bottom left pocket. What a shot. That's his first point of the semis. Absolutely lovely. I'm just making sure he can actually see the pink from where he is. He's got the cue ball near the bottom left pocket, so it's below the pink level. And he is going to go for that. Oh, he's just having to pause for a moment. He's just reconsidering, but I think that's the only colour he can go for. He doesn't seem convinced. There are a few reds near that pink to the right that he wants to hit it at and then get it into the right middle pocket. He's taking his time, Ronnie, and normally we all know with Ronnie, he likes to, the moment he's convinced, he goes for it, and he's not going to go for that pink. He's going to go for the brown instead. Yep, he's playing safe. Well, he only got one in that break, but it was a hell of a shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Even applauds for a man that just got a break of 1. I mean, it was a good safety shot. He's got it behind the brown and to the yellow. I have a feeling Higgins is looking at a plant here as well. There's a red completely on its own on the left-hand side, but there are 2 reds next to each other under the pink that if he gets it right, I wonder if he's going for the plant. I'd be amazed if he does. Oh, and he's got it. No, he hasn't. Just missed. Now then, the cue ball's back to the top near the top right pocket. Wasn't a bad plant effort. Still a bit too far off though. I thought it was crazy to do it really. Pangay says, "Thank God Selby's out of this tournament. Such a torture when I saw 85-minute frame against Bing Tao. Yeah, longest frame in Crucible history, or at least World Championship history, I think." But yes, get in touch on the live chat page. Vote for who you think's going to win between these two, John Higgins or Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's back with Higgins. Another safety shot by Ronnie, which is behind the yellow and just in front of the brown, near the D. Higgins isn't snookered though. I think again he's just going to play safe. Unless that red near the bottom left pocket. He's not going to go for it, is he? No. No, the angles weren't on his side there. He's hoping to get it behind the green. He's got it on the cushion. Miguel has got in touch. Hello, Miguel, saying, as always, Higgins will sink Ronnie. Fred Jonestown says, let's go, Ronnie. Yeah, not a great shot there by Ronnie. He's left a simple red for John Higgins to pot. He gets that and lines up with the black near the right cushion. Could that be Ronnie's last visit for this frame? Higgins currently on 22. We'll get on to 29 with this pot black. I think there'll be a few reds and blacks if Higgins gets it right. He goes for the black again. Yep, this frame feels like it's all set up for Higgins already. Always missed the red again. It was a cushion shot, but you didn't really feel like Higgins would miss that. And because of that, he's left Ronnie on here. And we were wondering if Ronnie was not going to visit the table again for this session. It was all there for Higgins. Pangay says, turn on your camera, man. Afraid it's just commentary tonight, I'm afraid, mate. Maybe next time.
Yeah. 1.
If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. So Ronnie's got the red in. That's him on 2 now. Now he's gone. He's got the black.
Eight.
Apologies, folks. We are back. We just had an internet connection problem. Hopefully, you lot have stayed tuned. Sorry about that. But Ronnie coming back here.
38.
He's on 39. He's just popped the blue. His positioning on the next red, though. He could go for the red near the black, but if you have just joined us again, folks, sorry about that with the buffering. We lost connection, but we're back now. So Ronnie now leading the frame at 39 to 37. He's probably going to have to play a safety shot here. You can hear the sigh from Ronnie O'Sullivan. I mean, what does he do here? There's a couple of reds, but that he could go for, but they're tight angles. I think he is going to go for it. He's on to get one leg over the table. No, he's not. He doesn't like it. It's been a tricky frame for both players, especially for Ronnie. But the first frame always feels like it's a crucial one. In any match, really. He keeps sighing. And it's very rare you see Ronnie O'Sullivan looking confused or unsure about the next shot. I must admit, I honestly think he could play safe, but instead he's going to go for it, I think. Unless he's doing... Oh, no.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 38.
There are claps around. I'm not really sure about that. I don't think he's thought that through because I feel like there's a red he could go for now, John Higgins. There's 2 reds lined up next to each other on the bottom cushion. Now, the last cushion shot we saw from Higgins gave Ronnie his turn back on the table. Oh, and he's missed the red again, Higgins. He's having a cursed couple of moments now with that bottom right pocket. Oh, dear. The red ball tipping both sides, and this has left Ronnie to go for it. And I will say this now, from what we've seen of Ronnie O'Sullivan in this tournament, not that we're taking it away from him, but he has won a lot of frames because of other players' mistakes. And has that just given him the seal of approval for this opening frame? He's just popped the blue. Still 3 reds left on the table, as you can see.
Seven.
Pots the red towards the bottom left pocket, now on the black. A clear up of the table will seal the frame for sure.
If
you have just joined us, folks, welcome to your live coverage of Ronnie O'Sullivan versus John Higgins. Oh, he's missed the red. Oh, Ronnie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14.
We thought maybe he was going to run away with the first frame, but now maybe John Higgins will. That bottom right pocket has caused problems for both players now. Looked like it bounced, took a bit of a kick towards the bottom cushion, and that's why he missed.
1.
But as a snooker player, that must frustrate you. Now on the black for John Higgins.
Yeah, no problem.
I think he's just asking, yeah, he's asking the referee to just quickly clean the ball. It's already been a great start to the match. Both players having their moments, but Higgins looks like he might just, where's the red? Lovely shot, lovely setup. Hits the red towards the pink, and then the pink moves away from both, and it sets him up with the red. And he pots it.
9.
And he's done so well traveling that cue ball towards the, just in front of the D. I wonder if he'll try and actually pot the brown from here. Because the brown's out of position, it's towards the top left corner of the pocket. No, he's going to go for the green on the right. And he gets it. He's still 4 behind of Ronnie. So as I said, clearing up the table for any of these two would seal the first frame. Now everything's in position but the brown. He's going to go for the yellow. Pots that.
14.
Now the green. And I think as long as he gets the green and the brown, he should be okay.
17.
Yep. Actually, no, sorry, the pink's not in position. It's a bit further up towards the blue. Ronnie could only watch on.
21.
But in all fairness, both players have made mistakes in this frame. It was going either way. But it looks as though first blood is towards John Higgins.
26.
Now just the pink and the black remaining, 5 ahead. 13 remaining. This to seal the frame for the pink. And he gets it.
33.
So John Higgins to pot the black, but he's won the opening frame. A frame from both players making errors. Maybe they're just feeling a bit cold towards the table tonight, but already a good first frame to watch. So Higgins leading 1-0. Ronnie's just heading for a quick toilet break. But get in touch, folks. Let's read your comments on the live chat page. Let's double check as well. Looking at the live poll, Ronnie O'Sullivan leading it. Over 130 of you have voted so far. It's not too late to vote on the poll. You might have changed your mind, some of you. Ronnie O'Sullivan at 79%. John Higgins at 21%. But at the moment, it's John Higgins that leads. But if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. The link is in the live chat page or in the description of this live video.
Thank you. It's 2-second frame.
And
John Higgins to
we
break.
will, of course, have a lot more snooker between now and the end of the championship come Monday night. We'll be showing both the evening sessions of the final on Sunday and Monday. That's me, Stuart, and Seb. And we might fit in one more semi-final session before the finals start on Sunday. So, of course, the question is, who's going to be there? Ronnie O'Sullivan, John Higgins, Mark Williams, or Judd Trump. So it was Higgins who just made the break for the start of the second frame. And all the reds are pretty much still in the triangle, apart from one of the reds that's gone a bit beyond the blue. And the cue ball's on the bottom cushion at the moment towards the right. There we got Lab Techniques asking, how can I watch this? In the UK, it's on the BBC. It depends where you're, I guess it depends what country you're based in. Has Higgins got the red? Yes, he has. Lovely shot. And it was one of the reds in the pack. And he saw the line of sight, a straight shot towards the left middle pocket. And he'll go for the black now. Bit of a tight angle, but he has done these shots millions of times before, but it's towards that bottom right pocket that has caused problems already for both players. Gets the black. Oh, it's a lovely shot. Or could just do again a bit further, close to the white. I think he has played it just right for this red. And then the rest of the reds are still together in the pack. You'll have to smash this one, maybe. Does so.
9.
So he's going to go for the blue. I see he's asking the ref again to clean the cue ball. He only asked that a few moments ago. Billy Bob Joe says he's goal. Miguel Amida saying 8-0. Imagine that in the opening session between Higgins and Ronnie. I mean, you kind of hope not. You don't want anything to be as one-sided as the Trump Mark Williams
14.
match. Now,
Touching.
it's a touching ball for Higgins. He got the blue in. So Higgins, he's going to play safe. Aims to get
John
the cue
Higgins,
ball
14.
level with the yellow. It's a good shot. Nothing clear there for Ronnie to go for. Higgins heads back to his seat. So he was on 14. O'Sullivan still on 0 in terms of points for this frame. If you just joined us, John Higgins leading the match at 1 frame to nothing. We only started about 40 odd minutes ago. Ooh, I think Ronnie was going for a plant there, or maybe that was just a coincidence because he's got the cue ball behind the yellow, brown, and the green at the top. Not a bad shot. I'll tell you what, if he could get past the blue here, Higgins, he can go for the for this red on its own towards the bottom left pocket. It would be quite the shot. Ronnie's looking at Higgins as though he might see it as well. Arshgill has got in touch. Hello, Arshgill, saying, let's go, Ronnie. Oh, I thought, oh, what's Higgins done there? He played the cue ball right next to the bottom left pocket and on the cushion. Ronnie O'Sullivan's got a red that he could go for here, but as I say, it's a cushion shot, so this won't be easy. But with Ronnie, he's always up for the challenge. Oh, actually, he's going to go for the red. Oh, no. I thought he was going to go for the red towards the middle pocket, but instead he plays it safe. And I think that's what disrupts Ronnie's snooker, which may sound obvious. If you just play a bit slower, and it includes a bit of snookering, Ronnie O'Sullivan doesn't like that. He said it in a Q&A, I remember once on Facebook Live with Stephen Hendry, the man that he's trying to level with in terms of World Championships. Ronnie's on 6 and Stephen Hendry's on 7. So Ronnie's level with Steve Davis after winning the 2020 World Championship. But I remember Ronnie O'Sullivan saying to Stephen Hendry when there was this one match that he would love to go back to, which was when he lost to Mark Selby at the 2014 World Championship final here at the Crucible. And if Ronnie had won that, he would have won the World Championship 3 years in a row. But I remember he said he wished he could replay that and approach that match where he would have just got on with it, and even if he did lose the frame, at least he would just try and get on with it and not try and play a long game with Mark Selby, as Mark Selby is known for. So John Higgins, not the greatest of shots there. He's left Ronnie on a red here towards the bottom left pocket. Ronnie still no points on the board.
1.
First point on the board. Oh, he's left it on the right cushion there. Let us know where you're watching the snooker from tonight, folks. We'll read out your messages. Yep, he's going to go for the blue.
Six.
Now, which red's he going to go for here? There is a red in the middle. Yeah, he's going to... That's a good shot.
7.
Sets himself up for the blue again. He's on 6. Sorry, 7. So there's the blue. Straight down the middle. So he's just 2 behind Higgins.
13.
So it's more of a blue-red game at the moment from O'Sullivan. There's a black surrounded by 3 or 4 reds towards the bottom of the table. And the pink's out of position as well towards the right. Now, where does he play this now? Oh, lovely. Lovely positioning towards
18.
the bottom cushion red. I didn't see it, but he certainly did, and that's why he's a professional snooker player, and I'm a spectator.
19.
Kingsley Dennis saying, watching in Jamaica. Hello, Kingsley. Must be lovely weather in Jamaica right now, surely. The sun is shining where you are. I hope it is. He's saying, watching in Jamaica. Great job. Well done. Thanks, Kingsley. O'Sullivan on 19 now on the blue to make it 24.
24.
And this is He needs this flow going, Ronnie, because if you went 2 frames down, you don't want to go two or even more down against John Higgins. One of the very few players on the tour that is not, let's just say, it's hard to come back from. Lovely shot on the red to set up the black. He made sure he hit the black on the way, so that the black was behind the cue board, so he can go for it. That's always an entertaining player, Ronnie O'Sullivan. You could hear this. You could hear the crowd there, and I was the same. I thought maybe that was not going to go in, but he's got the black. Now, there's a red near the black position, and the referee's having to measure it. It's a bit awkward, this. Normally, they could, if they can't put it on that spot, they have to put it as close as they can. Referee, of course, referee never wants to. It's always awkward. And of course, this delays Ronnie from his next shot.
Thank you. 32.
So he's on 32 at the moment. There's a red that he can go past the 3 in the middle. Kingsley Dennis saying 90 degrees in the shade. Lovely.
33.
Do you play snooker, Kingsley? And yet again, he separates the black from the red to set him up for the black. Snooker at its finest.
40.
Mohammed Arshad asking for a live match link. I'm afraid I don't have one, but it's on the BBC, this match. Depends where you're living, but if you're in England, it's being shown on BBC for free. You can always try BBC iPlayer, which is online. But if not that, I will keep you updated. This is what the live stream watch-along is all about.
41.
Go on, Let's Talk Sport, your home of live watch-alongs and live commentaries in the world of sport. If you're enjoying the stream, do support us and click the subscribe button and give us a like.
$46.
So Ronnie, tricky red here, and he's missed. I must admit, it never looked good from the moment he took that
Ronnie
shot.
O'Sullivan, 46.
Oh, has he set him up? A tricky session so far. I know it's only been 1 frame, but Ronnie's he's had a bit of a flow, but there's been some reds there, just too tricky for him. Looks as though Higgins is going to play safe. Not a bad shot from Higgins. Plays it behind the brown, green and yellow. SBS asking me who am I supporting? Good question. To be honest, I am more of a Ronnie O'Sullivan fan, but I have massive respect for both players in terms of their snooker. They're very entertaining to watch. I think anyone who's in the Crucible tonight who's got a ticket, then yeah, they're in for a good evening of snooker. That is for sure. I think it's 8 frames in this session. We've had one already, so we've got 7 left. big think here for Ronnie because there's only one or two reds he could go for. I mean, in terms of trying to play safe, I can't see him getting any points from this one. But yes, long weekend ahead for some of these players if they reach the final. The semis go on until Saturday, and then the final starts on Sunday, and it doesn't wrap up until Monday night. Bank holiday Monday it is in England, so a day off. SPS saying, got it, nice answer. Yeah, it's hard. I am more of a Ronnie fan, not gonna lie, but he, who's not? Let's be honest. Probably the greatest snooker player we've ever seen. Jamshed Ali says, hi Jamie. Hello Jamshed. How have you been since you last came on the other day? Says, good to see you again. Good to see you as well. But yeah, a lot of you watching tonight, which is good to see. Higgins now with the next shot after Ronnie played safe. And what a shot from Higgins. I didn't see it at all, the angle, but he did. Travels the red ball from the bottom, near the bottom left pocket towards the right pocket. That was a fantastic shot. Got a yellow to go for here, or maybe the brown. I think maybe he's going to play it behind the green so he can snooker Ronnie here. I don't think he's going to go and pot another colour here, it seems. Oh no, he has gone for the brown. Oh, interesting. And he has pot the brown.
5.
Now on a break of 5. Let's not forget he's on 19 while Ronnie's on 46. It's funny, frames like this, you forget what points they're on. You just feel like it's whoever clears the table is going to win. That's how tight these frames are already. Higgins always missed the red.
John Higgins.
Oh, has he got lucky though? The red is the nearest red to the cue ball for Ronnie is just past the middle pocket. That might be too much for Ronnie to try and get it back towards the pocket. But there is a red further down near towards the right that he could go for the bottom right pocket. But then there's those 3 reds back where they were in where the pack was.
Make sure the devices are switched off, please.
So it's with Higgins again. Let's read some of your messages again. Frankie Jones saying, happy days. Hello, Frankie. Jamshed, that 4 of the 4 players that are in the semis are tough players. Yeah, I mean, they've all won world championships, haven't they? Judd Trump with the fewer of just the 1, but, you can see Judd Trump becoming a world champion again. Could it be this year? I mean, look at the statement he made against Mark Williams in the afternoon session earlier today, 7-1. And Mark Williams put out on Twitter, he apologized afterwards and said, it's a good thing that there was a break of sessions because he said otherwise it would have been 17-1. So he's probably been a bit too harsh on himself. But Ronnie's missed the red there towards the bottom. He is giving him too much chances, I feel. It looked like there was a little kick on the red when he went for it. Michael Lawler saying, wish Ronnie would stop showing him too much respect. Iron Man says Higgins is also called Ronnie Killer. It's the third consecutive time Ronnie losing to Higgins. Michael Lawler as well saying towards Iron Man, he shows him too much respect. He needs to get rid of that. And Kingsley Dennis saying, class of 92 running thing still. Yeah. Judd Trump on his own out there, you could say, against the class of 92. So Higgins does pot the red. And now he's going to go for the black. There's still 4 reds there, and he's 26 points behind Ronnie at the moment. But could this be the chance for him to nick the frame and go 2-0 up?
Eight.
Gone for the middle red.
9.
Now for the blue. And if he hits the blue nice and soft, he'll set up the red towards the bottom left pocket. And then maybe the black. Yeah.
$14.
Be interesting to see what he does with the 2 reds near the right cushion. One of them's potable towards the middle, but the other one's too tight on the cushion. John Higgins doesn't seem too happy about how far he's having to stretch for this red, but he's going to go for it.
15.
I'll tell you what, John Higgins, he's lost 3 stone recently. He's lost quite a lot of weight. And he does look a lot better, doesn't he? He looks younger. Gets the black. And he sets himself up nicely on the red. Taps the red towards the middle pocket. He'll get the rest from under the table. Shouldn't be a problem getting this red in. And then he'll go 4 behind Ronnie. Of course, let's not forget, Higgins will have hunger going for the World Championship because of the fact that he lost 3 World Championship finals in a row in 2017 to Mark Selby, 2018 to Mark Williams, and then 2019 to Judd Trump. And at this rate, Judd Trump will be in that final if
28.
he continues playing like he did today against Mark Williams. Samuel says, really hope that Ronnie wins his 7th title. Would be next to Stephen Hendry on the all-time list. I'm sure Stephen Hendry's been commentating for BBC throughout this tournament, so he might be watching nervously on, thinking he might not be the only player on 7 World Championships so far.
36.
But Higgins has other things to say. He's now leading the frame at 55 to 46, and now just the colours to go.
38.
Gets the yellow. But it's been a good start for Higgins in this match. It's not been easy. It's not been clean. But whatever it takes to get himself towards that target of 17 frames, that's how many they need to get to the final.
41.
John Higgins going for the brown towards the top left pocket, but he's keeps rubbing his hand towards the towards the mat or the cloth.
45.
Pots are blue, and he should win the frame from here on.
$50.
And that blue should just seal the frame. He'll clear up and go for the pink and the black. But John Higgins off to a flyer. Misses the pink, but Ronnie, of course, concedes the frame. And he'll head for a quick bathroom break, but it's John Higgins who leads. We're 1 hour into this session, but John Higgins leading 2 frames to 0. It's definitely been a better match from John Higgins, but it's all coming down to mistakes between these two at the moment. But let's read your messages on the live chat page before the third frame begins. Iron Man saying true mate towards Michael. Iron Man also says that Ronnie needs to go easy. He loses against Higgins, whatever it is. Yeah, he has lost to him quite a few times recently. In terms of the all-time head-to-head, Ronnie O'Sullivan actually leads it. Let me just adjust the scoreboard here. There we go. Iron Man responding to Samuel saying, I think Trump is going to win his 7th title. He is in precise form. 7th title? I take wow, you're not saying 7th world title, are you? So that makes sense. Cartavia says today Rocket has to win. Sibong Kelly says go John. I mean, he can still try and win the session, but he can't win the match today. It's only 8 frames on offer today in this evening session. They'll be back at it tomorrow. I'll just double check the schedule for the rest of the tournament. If you haven't yet, folks, click that subscribe button and give Let's Talk Sport a follow on YouTube. We're very close to 7,000 of you following us on YouTube. We're just over 200 subscribers away. This Let's Talk Sport is your home for watch-alongs and live commentaries.
Thank you. Settle down, please. The third frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan and John Higgins are back in the room. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break. Big frame this, you feel? For Ronnie, that is. And you'd think mentally it's easy to get rattled when you've lost the opening 2 frames, but they should also remind themselves that this is a marathon, not a sprint race. A lot of frames to go if they can play it out. Now there is a straight red that John Higgins can go for here towards the bottom left pocket. And he is going to go for it. It'll be some shot. Oh, he's missed. It was always going to be tricky, but he knew if he got that, he could take on the frame. You says, is Higgins going to finally win a final for a long time? I say yes. Wait, he's got to get to the final first, let's not forget. Cartavia saying Ronnie's going to win this championship. Come on, Ronnie. Ronnie has been through some scraps in semi-finals in the past. Last time he was in a semi-final at the World Championship, it was in 2020 when most of the matches were behind closed doors because of COVID. And let's not forget, he beat Mark Selby 17-16 in a final frame decider, and he was 16-14 down, so he won the final 3 frames, which even by Ronnie's standard, that was world class because Mark Selby was a lot more of a recent world champion. He won 3 world championships before Ronnie won it again. So Ronnie's going to go for a long shot here, and he's missed it completely. On a normal day, he'd get them, but he's done okay. I think he's got it towards the top cushion. There is a red that John Higgins could go for. It's the one that he missed before, but I would probably a tougher shot. It's right on the top cushion. Even the accuracy from Ronnie there to just make sure it stays on the top cushion is fantastic. He's not going to go for that red on the left, it looks like. Or has he changed? No, he's changed his mind. He's going to go for it. Just a safety. Back with Ronnie. He's hit one of the reds into the reds and just the cue ball heads back to the top cushion. Oh, what a plant from Higgins. Perfectly set up for the brown. Got to see that again. Oh. We've seen some plants already in this session. Mainly from Higgins. Goes for the green. If you just joined us, John Higgins leading the opening session between him and Ronnie O'Sullivan at the World Championship semi-finals. He's in control at the moment. Gets the black. We already know who the referee will be for the final on Sunday and Monday. Olivier Martel, who's from Belgium. Which I didn't know this, but I think he's a nurse or maybe a doctor. He works in hospitals anyway when he's not doing the snooker. So quite a life. Matthew Cleaton says, "Come on, Higgins." Do get your messages in, folks. We'll read them out, especially in between the frames.
21.
But at the moment, Higgins in control. Currently in a bid to lead this match by 3 frames. He's on 21 at the moment. He's just popped the black, so he's now on 28.
28. $29. $34.
Nice shot on the blue. Nicely positioned for the red. A lot of the reds towards the right of the pink in a line at the moment. Oh, lovely position
35.
on the black. I think to do that and to get it just past the pink without touching any other ball just shows if you get it wrong, it could be a real mess. But not for John Higgins there.
$42.
Let's read some more of your messages. Mod Saeed says, I really missed to see this too in the final, actually. Hopefully, Ronnie going to pull off some big break this evening. Evans Rafapar says, Ronnie is good with comebacks. He will definitely come back.
43.
Patrick Conway says, let's go, Ronnie boy. Cortavia saying professionals also give entry fees for the tournament. When you say professionals, do you mean the referee or the players? Moed Seed says, yes, Ronnie, very good playing catch-up lately.
50.
Sandra saying, how can I see the video? So if you're on about the live match, this is just a live commentary of the match. It's a live update.
51.
Capiche saying, come on, Ronnie, love from India. Let us know where you're watching it from, folks. We've had one of you watching from Jamaica, one from India. We'd love to hear where you lot are watching it from. So Higgins currently on 51. No points so far in this frame for O'Sullivan. That's if he even comes back to the table. Still 7 reds out there. Higgins now on the black. That goes into the bottom right pocket.
$58.
But he hasn't left himself with much here. There is a plant available to him for 2 reds. I think he knows he can do it. It's just where does he place the cue ball?
Yeah.
I do wonder if he can go for the black. The plant's definitely there for him to do it. It's straight shooter. Oh, he's missed it. Wow. Needed a rest to make the shot, but as you can hear some chants in the stands.
John Higgins.
Oh, come on,
58.
Ronnie. Well, I must admit, I thought that was a simple plant for him, but I guess I was wrong. Could that be make or break for Higgins in this frame? We got Rohan van der Bank watching from South Africa. We are less than 200 subscribers away from reaching 7,000, folks. If you haven't already and you're enjoying the stream, do support us by clicking that subscribe button. It's free to click it. There's no actual subscription. It's just the term of the word on YouTube. It should really be follow, not subscribe. But we'll be trying to do more snooker watch-alongs between now and the end of the tournament. We also do football as well, football commentaries and watch-alongs. MotoGP for the next race this Sunday. F1, tennis, golf, you name it. We also take requests for any watch-alongs coming up if anyone's up for it. So Higgins now back on the table. He's going to go for the red. Pots it. Lovely shot. Now leading by 59. Oh, he's missed the black. I tell you what, that bottom right pocket, it just keeps delivering drama and shock so far. Oh, it just looked like a simple black for him to pot. Ronnie's got the red. Finally gets a point on the table for this frame. Yeah, this is an important third frame, as I said at the start of it. Now, Ronnie, this is what we like to see, a bit of a flow, whether that's Ronnie or any snooker player. Just shows how the mentality of this sport can be so challenging. He's got the red. I mean, it's pretty simple. He just needs to clear up to get himself back. He's asking the ref to clean the black. I'd love to hear from you lot on the live chat page. What difference does it make between a ball that's not cleaned and a ball that is? Seems to obviously be a thing with snooker players. They don't like to see a dirty ball. Straight red down the left. Oof.
17.
Ooh, has he gone a little bit over on the black? Or maybe he meant that.
$24.
Oh, God. He's going to need a rest. He's on 24. He's trying to chase down John Higgins is 59. Needs a rest to pot this red. This won't be easy. He's got it. Yeah, nicely set up for the black.
25.
Cue ball on the left to the black. 2 reds to go after this black. Oh, he hasn't set himself up. And he stamps his
32.
cue towards the floor. Yeah, I can see why he's frustrated. I think he was hoping to get the cue ball past the red and going above it to pot it in the bottom right pocket. Does he play safe or does he go for it? I don't know why he went for that. He's left him now for Higgins to win the frame, surely.
32.
I think Higgins should... sorry, not Higgins. I think Ronnie should have just played it safe. There was still a chance to come back. He was on his way. But just shows you if you don't get your placement right, it ruins everything. Higgins gets the red. And that might just lead him to win this frame.
1.
It's not been Ronnie's evening so far. He's going to be ending himself with 3 frames down before we even reach the mid-session interval. Remember, it's 8 frames tonight. Black potted by Higgins. Just 1 red on the table.
8. 9. 14.
Kito Curiosity says,
16.
Ronnie, if reading table, will be back fit firing rockets soon. Cartavia saying, right, Kito. Rowan van der Bank saying the rocket must show his
19.
winning skills. Kito also says, best of 33, not a best of 9. Keep patience, Ronnie is on a mission. And 7th title coming soon. Capiche saying, Ronnie has been amazing in the world of snooker. There's a reason why we call him the Rocket. Ronnie is the inspiration for millions of players around the globe.
28.
It's going to be Higgins' frame this, so he'll go 3-0 up with 1 frame left until we reach the mid-session. He's missed the pink, but it doesn't matter.
And the 3rd frame.
Ronnie wouldn't be able to come back from that. But John Higgins wins the 3rd frame, and it's, while at the moment Ronnie O'Sullivan, he's just looking at the floor. He knows something needs to change, otherwise we could have something similar to Mark Williams and Judd Trump earlier. Mark Williams just never got himself going, and he lost the opening session 7 frames to 1. But of course, if things did stand with this and the other match, we'll see a Judd Trump, John Higgins final, and them two met in the final in 2019, as Judd Trump won his first ever World Championship that year. But they also met in 2011, which John Higgins won, and that was the last time John Higgins won the World Championship in what was quite an interesting time of his career, where he, of course, was done for match fixing, but he won the World Championship. So it's always a bit, it's always been a bit of mixed feelings towards John Higgins. I think sadly for him, that part of his career is still a bit haunting for him. I think you either remember it or you don't for some fans. But we're here for the snooker.
Thank you. Take your seats, please.
So, crowd getting excited.
Settle down, please. The 4th frame. John Higgins to break.
Referee having to tell the fans to sit back down. So here we go then, last frame before the interval. And just like the last one, it's an important frame really, especially for Ronnie. Needs to get his first frame on the board sooner rather than later. So John Higgins with the break. Only 1 red coming out of the pack there. That actually could be a straight shot for Ronnie, which Ronnie will feel like just going for it maybe at this moment in time. And he will do. It is on for this shot. Oh no, he's played safe. Oh, he's played it behind the black. think you could hear someone in the crowd then opening a can of something. Surprised that didn't distract the player. Higgins playing safe. Places the cue ball onto the top cushion. Another long shot here for Ronnie to potentially go for, this time towards the bottom left pocket. You do feel like he could do with potting one of these, because you just feel like he'd get his groove going.
The red, yeah.
So Ronnie, oh, what's he doing? I don't think there's a red there for John to go for. Ronnie's left the cue ball behind the black on the bottom cushion. Yeah, Ronnie just doesn't look like he's in it right now. Higgins taps the pack of reds and makes it traveling towards the top cushion again. Higgins opens up the reds this time. Leaves it behind the brown though. So I know Ronnie did. Thought that was Higgins' shot then, but he might have left Higgins. He's got to try and get it past the brown first. Tight angle. But if he gets it past the brown and then just taps that red near the bottom left pocket, then John Higgins could be on his way here. He's not going to go for it. So Ronnie with the tap towards the red. Oh, he's hit the blue on the way. And that's left Higgins with a few reds to choose from. Mom Rye says, I'm sure they mean Higgins, but says Huggins to final. Oh, Higgins playing safe again. Just admit, I thought there might be one or two reds he could maybe go for there. Instead, he's played it safe. Same as well from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's got to hope that it goes behind the yellow. No. Could Higgins try and go for another plant towards the bottom left pocket here? For a moment, I thought Higgins' cue ball coming back to the top was going to go into the bottom, into the top left pocket. I don't think we've had any fouls in this match so far, as we are currently in the 4th frame. Higgins with another shot here. Another long one. Playing safe again. All the reds scattered around the bottom, around the left at the moment. Now the black is in the mix with them, way out of its original position. Oh, I think O'Sullivan might have just got lucky. No. Oh, don't know. It's hit the brown. What happened there with Ronnie? He went for the... hit another red on the way. I don't think he was thinking enough about that shot, to be honest. I don't think he was thinking about which other reds could cause the cue ball's pathway back to the top of the table. It looks like another safety here from Higgins. It's such a bizarre frame we're seeing here. No points on the board for either of them yet. Don't be shy, folks. Get in touch on the live chat page. We'd love to hear from you. Ronnie yet again bringing it back to the top of the table. That's pretty much what it's been for the last few minutes between these two. Red scattered all over near the bottom left pocket. You'd think there'd be a red to go for one of them, but not yet, it seems. Or maybe they're just playing too safe. Who knows? Oh, Ronnie goes for it. I think he's left Higgins now with this red on the far right towards the bottom right pocket. Capiche saying if Ronnie reaches the finals of this grand event, it'll be much fun. People like me who got in love with snooker a couple of years back. But the fact is, it's better players wins, and Higgins is doing great now. Oh, Higgins misses his shot, though. I think he might have left Ronnie with a red. He has done. It's easy to go for that red, but it's all about where he places that cue ball. Let's read some more of your messages. Nabal saying, come on, John. Hope you're well, Nabal. Keith in saying Ronnie Trump final, despite the start Higgins is having. Asan Jerry official saying Rocket. I do like it how Ronnie O'Sullivan is now sponsored by Rocket, as in I can't remember what the company does, but they were at one point, they might still be the major sponsors of the Williams F1 team. So that's how I recognize the logo, but it suits him, of course, with his nickname. He's also got his snooker shop in Sheffield as we speak. And he says he's visiting there as many times as he can. And I think he might have it open as well next week because it's the Senior World Championship next week, which, okay, there's not going to be... It's not going to be... he won't be competing, but still a lot of snooker going on. Oh, Higgins misses the blue. Is this a lifeline for Ronnie?
John Higgins, 1.
He needs a bit of luck at the moment, Ronnie, and I think that might have been it. It's a tricky frame, this is, because of all the reds being scattered around that bottom left pocket. It's easy to pot some of these, but it's whether or not you can get your cue ball out of that pack to get to a colour. Because the black isn't where it is. It's near the left cushion. The pink is where it is, but it's surrounded by a couple of reds. And then you got the blue off its mark at the moment towards the left of its original mark. And then the brown's all the way at the top cushion. So Ronnie's popped the red.
1.
It's hard for me to tell you if that was a good shot or not. He's got it away from the reds now, but... when he gets the green.
4.
Straight shot red, you'd think. Yep.
5.
And he'll go for the pink just behind the cue ball. Needs this frame, Ronnie. Especially going into the interval. Needs something to shout about. The pink's having to go
11.
where the black normally goes because the pink is at pink's normal position is being kept busy with the reds and the cue ball nearby. Ronnie pots the red there and he'll go for the pink in its black in the black position at the moment.
$18.
Gets the red.
19.
Now for the pink.
$25. $26.
Kabish saying, thanks a lot, Jamie, for providing us with your nice commentary. Greetings. Oh, thanks very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying it and you haven't yet, do click that subscribe button. It's your support that helps us keep the channel going. And we're not far off from 7,000 mark of subscribers. We'd love to get there before the end of this World Championship.
$37. 38.
But Ronnie finally starting to show something here. He's on 38. John Higgins only on the 1 at the moment. Pink here for Ronnie, should get it. Yep. Lovely position on the red. Maybe could have done with it being a bit more to the center, but he should still get it. Yep.
45.
Now lets it go towards the blue. I'm intrigued to see which red he's aiming to go for, because it's pretty much straight on the blue, and he needs a bit of a side to the shot, otherwise it's not going to go towards the reds on the bottom table. Smashes it. He's going to rely on a little bit of luck, maybe.
50.
Ooh, yes. If he's going for that red near the cushion towards the right pocket, then yes, yeah, he is. So that's a good shot. And that pocket's
51.
been evil to both players, and he's popped that red nicely. And the pink is good too. Still not over this frame, but he knows this is in his hands now. The only thing that's stopping him is himself. Ooh, he was just about to have the shot on the pink, but he's just... I think he's thinking about the fact that he needs to make sure the cue ball... Yes, yeah, good thinking. He made sure he put enough backspin on the cue ball to put it just before where the pink's going to go.
57.
This is a big shot on a cushion as well. It's quite nerve-wracking. He's got it.
58.
I despise cushion shots if I was a player. Horrible things to sort out, but he gets it nicely. Now the pink. This is more like it from Ronnie. He could be on his way to his first frame of the
64.
evening. John Higgins just watching on.
65.
Gets the red. Now Ronnie with the blue.
$70.
Oh, what's he going to do with this red? He missed the...
Foul.
Oh, it's a foul. Oh, Ronnie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 70. John Higgins, 6.
Oh, Higgins has proceeded anyway. Doesn't matter what Ronnie just did then. Doesn't matter. But anyway, that means Ronnie has finally got a frame on the board. Remember, it's a long game, not a short game. So it's all John Higgins at the moment. But that last frame, just giving Higgins something to think about. But maybe he was, you know, at some point expecting the 6-time world champion to get his first frame of the match. And we got it in the 4th frame. But anyway, that means we have reached the halfway point of this session, and it is the mid-session interval. So what we're going to do is, folks, we're going to have a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Leave the stream on. We'll leave it on. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes for the second half of this evening session. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
settle down, please. The fifth frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Betfred World Snooker Championship semi-finals of the evening session between
Please, you can see you in your
John
outline.
Higgins
You've got to
and
stop
Ronnie
moving,
O'Sullivan.
Please, just take your hands down. Thank you.
Ooh, not sure what's happening, but the referee not happy with one of the members of the crowd. I wonder if it was a fan trying to take a picture and then you could hear the referee say, can you make sure your arms are down? Even little movements can disrupt a snooker player in their line of sight. But that didn't bother Higgins too much. He pots the red. First point off the frame. If you have just joined us and you haven't seen any of the snooker yet this evening, John Higgins was 3-0 up and then conceded the final frame before we went into the interval. So it's all been mainly John Higgins' evening so far. But Higgins this time, he only got the red, so it's 1 point from that break, and he played the brown out to play the cue ball behind the green and play a safety shot. Let's see if there's any messages from the live chat page since we've been away. Some of you asking how long the interval is. It's normally 15 minutes with these mid-session intervals. That's how it normally... something to remember for next time. Leo NSBM saying, I'm rooting for O'Sullivan, but I think Trump will be champion. Yeah, Judd Trump leading his match against Mark Williams 7-1. They return tomorrow. Rajan saying interval is so long. Oleg's going for an interesting prediction. A Ronnie and Mark Williams final. He's got a lot to do, Mark Williams, over the next 2 days. The Pone 100 saying Ronnie Trump final, Ronnie champion. Kazim Ali saying, I love you, Ronnie, one and only. And Kazim Ali saying, please want to see live match. Well, it's not on here, you have to pay for it. So it's not a live match, you can't get them on YouTube. So Ronnie's got his first point on the board for this frame. I'll just check the schedule for you all and tell you what the schedule's like of these semi-finals over the next 2 days. So Mark Williams and Judd Trump return tomorrow at 10 a.m. So they're the ones that start the day. And they play again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So there's only there's only Ronnie and Higgins playing tomorrow afternoon.
9.
Mark Williams and Judd Trump start off on Saturday at 2:30. So it's basically 4 sessions for each semi-final match. So Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan play 2 sessions on Saturday.
17.
So that's 10 a.m. on Saturday and then 7 p.m. on Saturday. And then the final starts. Just lost that. So the final starts at 1 p.m. on Sunday, then the evening session at 7 p.m. and then the same times again on the Monday. So it all wraps up on Monday night if it all goes to plan. Now that's normally the best of 35, so it's only 2 more frames added to the semi-finals.
24.
It must feel weird for these 4 players having to have played the whole tournament so far on a 2-table setup, so being a lot closer to the wall, and then to play all open space now with just 1 table in the middle of the crucible.
$25.
Ronnie's getting a flow going here. He's on 29.
29.
He just popped the brown to put that back in its spot. Now going for the red down the right pocket. Remember, he was 3-0 down in his opening round against David Gilbert at the start of this tournament. And he went on to go and win that quite comfortably. I'm not saying he'll do that against Higgins here. I don't think you ever hear about Higgins getting beaten comfortably, do you? He's got a bit of an awkward shot because his hand is out. He's got to make sure his hand doesn't touch any of the reds next to him as he plays this shot. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. He gets the black and he's got a lovely position on the red.
37.
I thought there'd be a few applauds for that, but no. All quiet here in the crucible. He's going to go for the black. Oh, any luck with the reds? Not at first sight.
45.
He's on 45. Yeah. And he's got them right into the reds as well, so it's not exactly easy for him to make a safety shot. There is a red right next to the cue ball that if he could get the angle right... No, he's going to play it safe. He ain't going to go for it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 45.
Applauds for his break, but not enough at the moment. Excuse me. Capiche saying it's 1:45 a.m. here in India, but cannot sleep because we all want Ronnie O'Sullivan to win. Says, oh, I was got in touch and can't understand the language, but it says Vamos Rocket, which should mean let's go, Rocket. It is crazy how popular Ronnie O'Sullivan is. Whether that's here in England or in the world, he is one of the best. I think it's fair to say a lot more people would want to see Ronnie win this match and get to the final, but Higgins is one fine champion as well. So Sullivan having to deal with Higgins' safety. He's got it on the top cushion. He's 44 ahead. Not enough yet, though. Needs a few more reds and colours, and then he should be able to get himself one frame behind of John Higgins, but I don't think he'll do it in this visit, at least. He's going to have to play safe. Does that hit the brown affect it? I don't think it does. Nothing there in sight, really, for Higgins, not from what I'm seeing. Ooh, he's left the red there for Ronnie. Higgins, the cue ball travelling back, hit the pink towards the middle of the table. Chance here for Ronnie. Pots it towards the bottom right pocket. And a straight shot for the black to come here, you'd expect. As Higgins just handed Ronnie the frame here. This is when I feel like Ronnie is at his danger game.
8.
His position towards the red isn't going to be easy. He's got it.
9.
And you could tell from his left hand reaction to the shot, he was nervous. He knew that was a tricky one, but he got it.
Yeah.
He's asking for the referee to clean the cue ball before he plays the shot on the black. He'd get himself 60 ahead if he gets this black. And he's just gone back to sit down quickly to use his hand towel. He comes back to the table for the black towards the bottom left pocket. Lovely shot. Yes.
16.
Should get that red. That's near the usual pink position. Oh no, he's going for another.
17.
Yes, this is Ronnie at his best. This is getting his groove going all of a sudden.
24. 25.
Goes for the black. Oh, lovely setup on the reds.
32. 33.
But I think it's fair to say Ronnie's going to go on to win this frame. The 5th frame, he'll just go one behind. A great way to start off after the mid-session interval.
40. 40.
He's got the red down the bottom right pocket. He's going to go for the pink now. But this is exactly what he wanted.
47. 48. 54.
Remember to subscribe to Let's Talk Sport, folks, for more snooker watch-alongs and other sports. Let's Talk Sport is your home for live watch-alongs and live commentaries. Oh, Ronnie's missed the red. Doesn't matter, though. He finishes on 99. We haven't seen any centuries yet in this semi-final, but we nearly had one there. 5 frames down, and John Higgins leads 3 frames to 2, but he was 3-0 up, but Ronnie's definitely back in the mix again. It's been an interesting battle between these two. A lot more competitive compared to what we saw earlier today in the opening session between the 3-time world champion of Mark Williams against the 2019 world champion of Judd Trump. Judd Trump well on his way at the moment, leading 7-1. They're back tomorrow morning. They'll be playing, while Ronnie and John will be playing in the afternoon. It is weird. I mean, John Higgins lost his weight quite a while ago, but even looking at him now, it just shows how much weight he's lost on his face as well as his body shape, really. It's incredible. 3 stone. Not easy. Might have to Google his secret. But Ronnie O'Sullivan just sitting in his corner at the moment with his arms folded.
Thank you, settle down,
He's
please.
a busy man,
Frame 6.
Ronnie. If he's not playing snooker, he's
John
on
Higgins to
Eurosport
break.
as a pundit. He's either going for a run. He wrote a book about his running, about how it helped him get himself back into loving snooker. He also got out, let's not forget, he had a cookbook at one point. Ronnie O'Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen. He's even written a few novels, let's not forget.
Switch that off, please.
Oh, there's an alarm going off or a
Make sure
ring.
they are at least on silent.
Referee
Come
telling.
on, please.
Referee not having it. Does surprise me how you have people who go into these events and not actually turn their phone off or at least put it on silent. Ah, Ronnie was trying to go for the red. Oh, has he got it? No, he hasn't. The red was coming up to the top left pocket, but it wasn't going to go in. Has he left any? Well, he's left Higgins for the one on the top left pocket, but it won't be easy because there's a red right behind that cue ball. I thought for a moment John Higgins was going to take the shot while he left the rest on the table. That would have been interesting. Higgins going for the red. And he gets it. Oh, and the cue ball nearly went into the top left pocket, but he avoids it.
1.
Ooh, he should go for the green here, I'd imagine. I think that's the only colour he can go for if he wants to keep the break going. But that's the first ball in for this frame so far. Needed a bit of luck to keep the cue ball on the table. Straight shot for the green then. For Mr. Higgins. That's that. Well, there's claps around, and I'm not sure why, because I don't think he's set himself up for any reds here. Well, there is one near the blue, but that would be towards the bottom left pocket. Not an easy shot, but to be honest with you, I don't really think Higgins had any choice with that green, to be honest. Oh, he's just got the red as well. Good shot. Goes for the blue. Smashes it so he can open up the reds.
10.
There might be a plant available, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. There's a red here he can go for. Oh, he's playing safe.
John Higgins, 10.
I think there's a couple of reds that he's left for Ronnie there. That the angles aren't the best for Ronnie, but he can still do it with his talent. We'd of course be back to square one if Ronnie wins this next frame. He's got the red. Lovely shot. He'll leave the cue ball above the level of the blue. It's right on the cushion, so that won't be easy. But never doubt a true champion like Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's literally a tic-tac between the cushion and the cue ball. He's going to go for the blue down the middle. And he's got it. Oh, it's a lovely position on the red. Definitely deserves a clap there. Should get the black after this red as long as he gets the red in, of course. Still a lot of reds together.
7.
He may have to. This way, he might need a bit of luck now because he's got this black and he's got all those reds just above the black, so he may need to separate them and hope for the best here. He's only on 7. Higgins is on 10, so still early points in this frame. Does smash them up. Yep, it's fine. He's got one that he could go for the bottom left pocket.
13.
They all naturally just separated from each other. Gets the red.
15.
And sets himself up for the black again. for the bottom left pocket. Arthur O'Neill saying, "Oh, Ronnie is a genius. The rest are professional."
22.
One way of putting it. Tarek Al-Raki says, "Go Ronnie." Rowan van der Bank saying, "Higgins is good, but not a 6-time champion like Ronnie." Do get in touch on the live chat page, folks. Let us know who you think's going to win, where you're watching it from as well. Ronnie gets the red. Should go for the black again. This is proven to be Ronnie's time on the table. He's won the last 2 frames. Ooh. I think he might have hit this too hard, maybe. It hit the bottom cushion, the left cushion, and then it started to go towards those reds near the pink. There might be a red available for him, but there is one they could go for the top left pocket, but of course, not an easy shot. He's gonna play it safe. Oh no, he's gone for it. That shows what I know. Gets it in the middle pocket, lovely. Angle is ridiculous. Lovely shot. What colour does he go for here? He's got the cue ball behind the D at the moment. And that brown angle is very tight towards the middle pocket. He's going to go for it. Oh, he's got it. Oh, lovely. The brown's just in front of the cue ball, though.
35.
Does that affect his positioning with the cue ball? He's got another tight red angle here. Just got it. It took a little kiss on the edge of the cushion there. Still went in, though. The jaws nearly stopped it from going in. Remember to give us a follow on YouTube, folks. Just click that subscribe button and give us a like. Ronnie just letting the referee polish the brown ball for a moment. And he's gone back to his seat to just have a bit of water.
Thanks.
I've noticed there's been a few fans in the stands this week when Ronnie's been playing, wearing black t-shirts with white printed shirts, saying "running with Ronnie" on them. Oh, it's a lovely position on the red.
40. 41.
Now for the black. That's a great shot on the red. Oh. He's so good to watch when he's at this kind of form. No one like him. He makes it look easy. That is for sure.
48.
He makes it look easy. Positioning maybe on the red could have been a little bit better, but he's going to go. It doesn't matter. It should be all right. Gets it.
49.
Now towards the blue. 5 more reds left on the table.
$54.
Oops. Just got the red. I thought for a moment he might have missed it, but he's got it. Now onto the black. he gets this black, he'll be on 62. And he'd be 52 ahead of Higgins with 4 reds left. The black is in.
$62.
So he's 52 ahead and there's 59 remaining, so the gap's nearly closed. He's got it. Now for the blue in the middle again.
$68. What's that? Thank you. That's fine then.
Not sure what Ronnie was saying to the ref there. I think he was having a laugh with him.
69.
Gone with the black. A lot of people admiring his shot to open up the red. I'm not really sure. Oh, the double. And he's got it. Well, it's becoming the Ronnie O'Sullivan show. All of a sudden, he's sealed this frame, and that'll be the last 3 frames he's won. The man was 3-0 down. Gets the blue.
82.
He'd love to clear up here. He could go up to 117 apparently. He's on a break of 83. Oh, cue ball. Oh, I thought for a moment the cue ball was going into the middle pocket. He stays
89.
He stays on though.
91.
So it looks like we might get our first century break of this match. He's on 94. Now the brown. 98. Gets the blue. And there's your first century of the match going towards Ronnie O'Sullivan. And what a time to do it. Just the pink and the black to go. And this is a bit more like it from Ronnie. The man was 3-0 down. And it's back to 3-all. 2 frames remaining in this session tonight. But Ronnie just reminding Higgins that he is the 6-time world champion and he ain't going down without a fight. Fantastic match we've seen here this evening. John Higgins out cold in the last few frames. Both players quickly gone for a toilet break. 2 more frames to go till we reach the end of the session. Get in touch, folks, on that live chat page. We've just seen our first century. How many more can we see in this match? Don't be shy, get in touch on the live chat page. Tell you what, I'm going to end the current poll that we've got, and we're going to ask you, out of the 4 players we have in these semi-finals, who is going to win the World Championship this year? We got Harry Mahia saying he's listening in from Australia. Go, Ronnie. Of course, they do normally have the Australian Open in terms of the snooker. Is that still on the calendar, Harry?
Thank you. Take your seats quickly, please. The 7th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
So we've now put up the poll. So Ronnie O'Sullivan to break for this 7th frame. 3-all. Ooh. Not a bad break, I don't think. A couple of reds out of the pack. There is a possibility for Higgins to go for this one on the bottom right. Molly Cole saying Ronnie has woken up. Now he definitely has. Winning the last 3 frames. Dean H is saying, love the rocket playing style. Go, Ronnie, go. Keep it on. Yeah. When he plays like that, it's always in patches. He won't do it in the whole match. Well, when he's up against tough opponents, when he plays like that, no one can touch him. Lovely shot from Higgins on the red. Oh, it's a really good shot. He pushed the black away with the cue ball. Cue ball then hit the bottom cushion, and then it made it go just further ahead of the black, so he can pot the black from here. He may need a rest to do it, though.
Pink ball.
He's going for the pink instead.
Sir, please.
So we have just put out the poll asking you lot, out of the 4 players remaining, who will win this year's World Snooker Championship?
7.
Will it be either O'Sullivan, Higgins, Williams, or Trump?
Eight.
Higgins currently on 8. Now with the blue. Higgins probably would feel he needs to win this frame just to get himself going again. He's lost the last 3 frames to give Ronnie a chance, well, to get him back level.
$13. 14.
Pots the red down the right middle.
$20.
So Higgins now on the pink. He's on 20 at the moment. Do apologise, folks. The scoreboard's messing up again.
$26.
But Higgins playing that kind of flow snooker, he's probably the only option he's got is the black. I think the red's in the way of the pink.
33. $34.
Riku Helmy saying, come on, Ronnie. Greg Livingston says, hi. Hello, Greg. Hope you're well. Capiche saying, Ronnie not only wins on table, he plays with the minds of opponents too. I think Mark Selby is definitely one of those kind of players. Higgins currently on 40 here. He's 40 ahead.
40.
This frame could be a quick one. I guess that's the goodness we've had in the snooker in the last few frames. They've been flowing. Oh, he's missed the red though, Higgins.
John Higgins.
And he has left
40.
O'Sullivan with a red for the bottom left pocket if he goes for it. Now then, what can Ronnie do? Pink's in the black position at the moment, while the black's on the far left of the table. All the other colours are in their natural spots. So he's going to go for that red.
1.
He's got to go for the black. I thought he might roll it a bit further forward for the pink, but I'd imagine that's what he was meaning to go for. I'm not sure. Because that is a tight angle on the black. He's got it.
Just a millisecond, please.
Referee telling Ronnie to just wait a moment. He's having to put the black right under the pink because of the pink not being in its usual spot because of the red taking its spot. So the black has to go as close to its own spot as it can.
Thank you. 8.
So that's just going to make it a little bit confusing, but sure, especially with Ronnie and Higgins being in the professional game for 30 years now, they've probably come across this before. 30 years, both of them, 30 years experience. Add that together, that's 60 years. It's quite incredible to think, really.
9.
And Mark Williams as well. All three of them still in the top rankings, competing for all the big trophies in snooker still. Why would you stop?
Yeah,
He's asking for the white ball to be cleaned. Of course, a lot of the time it's the chalk from the cue that makes this mess. Well, he's going to go for the black under the pink, and he gets the black. As you can tell from the claps, they're not sure.
16.
The red's still in line to go for the for the bottom left pocket, just past the pink. He's going to play it for
17.
the blue. He's on 17. 23 behind Higgins is 40. Now, if he wins this frame, he's won the last 4 frames. With 1 frame to go, but we're not there yet. Still 7 reds to clear at least.
22.
He's had to tap the pink away a little bit to go for the black. This will be interesting. He's going to have a think here, because does he just tap the black towards the bottom right pocket and then play one of the reds on the bottom cushion? Let's see what he does. Yep. He's going to go for the one on the left. It's just under the pink. This is a big shot, this. This could be make or break for Ronnie with this next red. He's got it.
31.
Was there any doubt? He's now 9 behind. Higgins is 40. in line with the black here. From his facial expressions, he's not looking sure about this shot. I think the black's okay. It just depends which red he goes for. Yeah, he's gone for the one near the bottom cushion, which seems obvious, but
38.
he's got those three reds a bit further, closer to the blue in the middle. Gets the red. Oh, lovely
39.
shot. Lovely shot. Gets it rolling past the black. Pots this and he leads the frame. Does so. Now the red. So 46-40 to O'Sullivan.
46.
With three reds left on the table.
47.
What a comeback this has been from Ronnie O'Sullivan. John Higgins, he's not had much going on in this second half of this evening's session.
$54.
Two reds left. 14 ahead for Ronnie. Gets the red.
55.
Oh, has he got... I think he's a little... He's had to hit the red on the cushion. And it's gone in the way of the blue for him, so... he doesn't look happy about that. But he didn't beforehand, and with his other shots he was fine, but... There is a black. I mean, he could go for the black, but then where do you put that for the red? He's looking at the scoreboard. I think he's trying to do a bit of adding up here. I'm not sure, to be honest. So this is for colour. As you can see on the table graphic on your screen, there's one red left. He's going to go for the black, I think, or is he going to snooker him? Yeah, he's going to play snooker.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 55.
Well, he could have ran away with this frame with that visit, but instead he's having to play safe. Misfortunes between that blue and the red. So Ronnie O'Sullivan on 55, Higgins on 40. Just one red left on the table. So the red is literally where the blue normally is on the table. And the cue ball's just behind the black here on the bottom cushion. Is Higgins going to actually go for it here? No. It's not a bad safety shot. Let's put the cue ball behind the yellow with the red in front. He's not snookered him, but shouldn't be able to pot it from there at all. Well, I'm not really sure why there was fans saying shot, because I could tell from here it was not going to be a good shot. Not sure what Ronnie was doing there, and he's left Higgins with the red, and this could be the shot that wins the frame.
Yeah, no problem, John.
As in, it'll lead Higgins to go on and clear the table here, maybe. Not sure what I don't think Ronnie thought too much about that. Or maybe he just hit it too hard. Higgins gets the red.
1.
Lovely position on the blue. Surely the yellow will follow. That might have just given Higgins the frame. That mistake from Ronnie.
6.
But at the end of the day, he was 3-0 down, and he got it back to 3-all. So it just shows that both players are on good form tonight. Higgins gets the
8.
yellow. Now just 7 behind. Everything's in their spot apart from the pink. Now for the green. Towards the top right pocket.
11.
This was an important frame for Higgins. All he could do was watch on, and then Ronnie made the mistake.
15.
Now just the blue. They're both level on 55. So if he gets the blue, he'll go 5 ahead, but then he's got to get that pink, right? It's a good shot. He should get the pink from here, and then that'll be the frame towards Higgins. And he gets it.
26.
Ronnie concedes the frame. And Higgins wins the 7th frame at 4-3. But Ronnie had that in control, but that mistake between the blue and the red has cost him the frame, and that he could have gone into the lead for the first time ahead of their next session tomorrow. But there's only 1 frame left tonight, and this is for either Higgins to double the lead or for O'Sullivan to make it neck and neck going into tomorrow. So Higgins leading 4 frames to 3. I'll be right back, folks. I must quickly go for a toilet break before this final frame of the evening starts. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. The 8th and final frame of the session. John Higgins to break.
And I'm back. Sorry for that. So the final frame, the 8th frame of the session has just started. And Higgins might have left Ronnie a red here. He's put it back on the D. But there is a red there for Ronnie to go for. It'll be a long shot towards the right pocket, but it's a straight shot. Long pots hasn't been the best so far for Ronnie. Let's see how he does with this. And he gets it. Let's not forget, Ronnie's potting really has been superb over the last few frames. It was just that mistake between that blue and the red that cost him the last one.
Six. 7. $14.
So O'Sullivan on 14. Good start to the frame. Gets the red and the blacks all the way
15.
up to where the brown normally is. That makes it interesting. Nicely positioned on the blue. Though it will make it difficult upon all these reds, because normally when you have the black at the bottom table, it helps having your colour sorted for the next shot. Gets the blue. He's hit the red the wrong way. And he
20.
gives the, well, not a punch, he just puts his knuckle down on the table and taps it. Yeah, he's not happy about that. But it just shows how much he still wants another world championship.
20.
He's on 20, and I think he'll probably end on that. It's just been one of those nights where he's got himself going, but there's been moments.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 20.
And he's played it safe behind the yellow, so I'll be amazed from all these reds, Higgins, to get anything from there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, folks. Give Let's Talk Sport a follow if you can. Give us a like if you're enjoying the stream. We'll be trying to fit in a few more snooker watch-alongs before the end of the tournament. We'll be here for the final for sure on the Sunday evening session and the Monday evening session. That'll include myself with Stuart Davis and Seb True. Another lovely safety shot from Ronnie there. It's incredible accuracy, it really is. So much to think about when doing a shot like that, but to these two players, Higgins tapping the table in response to that safety shot, saying well played. I think 4-4 would be a fair score, you know. Higgins was brilliant in the first 3 frames. Then Ronnie responded very well. Ronnie leading the frame here, but a bit of safety going on between the two at the moment. Ronnie on 20, Higgins on 0. Araz Nazir saying, I'm from Pakistan. I love Ronnie O'Sullivan and I wish Ronnie wins this title. Yeah, it's quite a crazy following Ronnie O'Sullivan has, judging from our YouTube audience on the live chat page tonight. So Ronnie gets the red.
One.
Bottom left pocket. In line with the pink. I'm intrigued to see how these two play this out, really, because you've got that black in the on the middle D at the moment. So you're having to rely more on the pink. But maybe, just maybe, the pink, don't know, could the pink end up being on the bottom position? I'm not sure. Gets the pink. Now, where does that pink go? Does it go back to its spot, or will it go on the black? No, it goes on the black.
7.
Should be able to get this red on the left of the pink towards the bottom right pocket. The rest pocket success for Ronnie so far, 75%. For Higgins, it's 50%. I remember the last time I played on a snooker table. God, that was what, 5 years ago? Around this time, 5 years ago. Just because obviously the snooker was on, so I was inspired to play. First time and only time playing it. And the amount of times I needed the rest, not because of the awkward shots, just because I'm too small. If anyone here who's watching who has only played pool on a pool table, you'll really see the difference between snooker and pool when you finally play on a snooker table. Much difference, big difference, massive table, lots more room. It just makes a massive difference. Referee hand to polish one of the red balls for Ronnie.
Okay, thank you.
It's funny, he breathed into the ball when polishing it. I bet he wasn't allowed to do that when they were playing the World Snooker Championship behind closed doors a couple of years ago. Feels like ages ago, doesn't it? These COVID restrictions that we had. Oh, what's he done there, Ronnie? He's got the pink in. He smashed the cue ball into the reds, but he's still got that red that he can go for towards the middle. Ronnie on 40. And he is 40 ahead. Tight angle this, but he's been able to get these okay so far. He's got it.
21.
Lovely shot. Now on to the blue. Spots the blue and he's got this red that he can go straight towards the bottom left pocket. And the pink, let's not forget, is where the black is. Or he's going to go for the other red instead towards the bottom right pocket. He gets it.
27.
Now, has he hit that too far out towards the pink? We'll find out. Good shot. Pink now back to its original spot.
33.
Since it's now clear there. Now on 53. Higgins on 0. That's still 7 more reds. Lovely shot. I think he might go for the black, you know. Maybe a bit of a backspin on the black towards the top right pocket, and he could get himself for the red that's on the line, just to the left of the D. That's what I'm thinking, but it all depends what he does. Remember, it's a colour he's got to play next. He's asking the referee to polish the ball again. We've seen that quite a few times tonight. Keith Inn saying my birthday same day as Ronnie's. All right. Burgoyne says, Jesus, are you still streaming? Go to bed. Don't worry, this is the last frame. First session between these two nearly done. He's got the blue, Ronnie. There's some size in the crowd. I don't know why, because I think he might be all right with this red. It's next. It's pretty much in line with another red. Well, it's a simple shot for this, surely. Now the pink in its spot towards the middle. So 66 ahead, 67 remaining. Gets this red and he's on course to win the final frame of the night and to at least level it. I tell you this now, he could have won this frame at session 5-3. That last frame was a bit harsh on him, really, and I think Higgins knows that.
53.
73 ahead, 59 remaining. You got to hand it to Ronnie. He was 3-0 down. Got it back to 3-all. He hasn't led yet in this match, but I think he'll be happy going into tomorrow level with Higgins. Higgins, always a dark horse in these tournaments.
59. 60.
Probably go for the black here, will he? Nope. He's just having to think about it. Now on 87. Oh, it's a great shot to get it round the table and onto the red. This is just Ronnie at his best. No one can touch him. I agree with what Sher Murphy just said, saying that it's a shame that this session has to end now. It's been quality snooker, a lot more competitive compared to Judd Trump and Mark Williams earlier, which the score is next to you on the screen. On the left of your screen, that is.
74.
Trump leading that 7-1, and they've got 2 more sessions tomorrow.
75.
If they carry on playing like that, Judd Trump will win it in 3 sessions, not 4. Which, when it comes to the semi-final stage, you want to see some real competitive snooker from all players.
82.
He's on a break of 82. He can get... The highest break he could get from this is a 107. 85. He's on 105 at the moment. He's still got the brown, blue, pink, and black remaining on the table.
89. 94.
Gets the pink, so that's a century. That's the second century of this match, and both of them going towards Ronnie. And what a way to end the night. He gets a fist pump from John Higgins. Both players, fantastic. 4-all after the first 8 frames. It's been a cracking evening of snooker here at the Crucible. So 4-all it'll be as they head to the final, well, the second session tomorrow, which will be in the afternoon, but fantastic to watch. And one of Ronnie's mates watching on next to him in the dressing room, lets him in. I think Ronnie wants Ronnie asking the cameraman to leave, yet another cameraman's just gone in there as well. It is funny how the cameraman follows them all the way to the dressing room. I'm sure at that point they want them to just disappear. I think they want their own space. But anyway, it has ended 4-4 after tonight's session. Get in touch, folks, in the live chat page. Let's read some of your messages before we wrap up the night. So we did ask you on our poll who will win the World Snooker Championship. And blimey, in a very short space of time, over 400 of you have voted in that poll. Ronnie O'Sullivan leading it at 81%. Judd Trump, the other semi-finalist, at 12%. And he does look on course to reach the final. He is leading Mark Williams 7-1 after this afternoon's session. So they'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m., Judd Trump and Mark Williams. And they'll have a third session tomorrow night as well at 7 p.m. Ronnie and Higgins are on at 2:30 tomorrow. So the semi-finals wrap up on Saturday. Higgins on 5% and then Mark Williams at 2%. So Ronnie O'Sullivan, well, it's fair to say a lot of you are going to go for a Ronnie O'Sullivan World Championship win of number 7. But there's still a lot of snooker to go. We're going to end the poll there. Rowan van der Bank says Ronnie the Beast in snooker. Danielo Piello saying, come on, Ronnie. Keith Ennis saying, why not shake hands if COVID over? I mean, to be honest, they've been able to shake hands throughout the tournament when I've been watching it. I think maybe just that one time they just felt like fist pumping instead. I mean, Higgins and O'Sullivan, I'm sure they're good friends. They've known each other for 30 plus years. I think Higgins even said that when he saw Ronnie at 15 playing snooker, he said straight away he knew he'd be a special player. But anyway, I think that is it, folks. We are going to wrap it up there. So before we go, thank you very much for watching our snooker stream tonight. If you haven't yet and you want to give us some support, you could do so by giving this stream a like. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel. We are close to that 7,000 mark, just less than 100 away, I think, from reaching 7,000 subscribers. Help us get there. And of course, the more followers we get, the more likes and viewers we get, the more streams we can do, not just in snooker, but also in football, rugby, MotoGP, you name it, whatever sport you like, we'll always try and get a watch along going. So Let's Talk Sport, your home for live watch alongs and live commentaries. This is the place to be on YouTube. So between now and the end of the tournament, which is on Monday night, we will try and do a few more watch-alongs of the World Snooker Championships. But until then, it is good night and see you soon.